Hey guys, welcome to another video of Scent Saga. My name is Deep and this is another episode of DC Perfumes with Scent Saga where we talk about Indian perfumes that I feel are something that I should talk about. So the name of the perfume is Pashupatastra, coming from the house of Vivs Aroma. The name itself is quite intriguing. You know what Pashupatastra means? That's a legendary weapon of Lord Shiva, one of the most powerful weapons to ever exist. And the perfume itself kind of resembles the same. Strong, bold, powerful, unique, awesome. I actually had a bunch of other reviews planned before I received this. But the moment I received this, I was like, screw it. I will make a review about this first and then I will move on to my other reviews because that is how blown away I became with this particular perfume. In case you feel Indian perfumes are shit, I think this perfume can flip the switch for you. That is what I feel. It might not resonate with you, but it completely resonated with me. And in case you want to know more about this perfume, stick together, okay? So first things first, this is a very typical bottle, as is the case with any other Vivs Aroma bottle. A 60 ml bottle from Vivs Aroma, if it's a private blend, usually looks like this. I already talked about Ship Under the Sea very recently. That's another perfume that I absolutely loved. This also has a similar bottle, typical wooden cap, and the perfume is extrait de parfum. Pressurized control atomizer, and the blend is top notch. Awesome. But before I move forward, I do need to highlight that I didn't purchase this perfume. I basically purchased this one, which is Ashland Majesty, another awesome perfume. But this is something that I will talk about when the weather is cold. Along with this, Vivs Aroma offered to send me this as a review unit. But this is not a paid or a sponsored video. The only criteria that I had was if I like the perfume, I'm going to talk about it. And if I don't, I will not. And he was very confident. He was like, I know you will love the perfume. And actually I do. So what is the smell of Pashupatastra from Vivs Aroma? Well, before I go ahead and talk about the smell, like how it smells to a layman, let me just read the notes to you. Let me throw the notes at your face and then I will tell you how it smells, okay? The perfume is combined by a lot of components and this is a very complex perfume in my opinion. Let me read out the notes and then you will have an idea how many components have went into this perfume. And honestly, I feel that they are over here. It's not just they are written over here for the namesake. They do exist in my opinion. So it has got bergamot, bamboo, bitter orange, neroli, green tea, yuzu. Yuzu is basically yuzu lemon, jasmine, basil. I think basil over here means holy basil, which is tulsi. And then lily of the valley, spices. I don't know what spices are over here, but it does. I mean, I feel there is pepper, there is clove. I feel that has been used over here, okay? Galbanum, cannabis. Cannabis is basically ganja, if you know, right? Then oud Assam. I mean, that's basically the Assam oud, not the synthetic compound, but actual Assam oud, but in very minute quantity. It's not animalic or skanky, but it has some resinous nature, which can be felt due to the Assam oud. Then it has got patchouli, tobacco, musk, myrrh, birch, frankincense, vanilla, vetiver, and ambroxan. These are the components. I know it sounds very complex. Before I go ahead and talk about the smell, I do need to highlight what the smell came from. I mean, the imagination came from. Few weeks ago, it was Savan over here, the time when a lot of devotees actually worship Lord Shiva. So this perfume kind of came out as a tribute to Lord Shiva for the month of Savan. And I kind of agree with that. This basically justifies very, very, very well for the theme of Savan in my opinion. Because if you have ever went inside the inner sanctum of Garbhagriha of a Shiva Linga or a Shiva temple, you will understand the kind of atmosphere the place has. Like there are a lot of floral notes, there are a lot of leaves, there is incense, there is camphor, there is a resinous sticky smell coming from the use of cannabis or ganja over there. I mean, it's used for the worshipping of the idol or the linga. Then there is a lot of milk that is being poured on top. There is water that is poured on top. There is some spices like clove oil and everything that is over there. All of that blends in together and creates a very green, herbal, smoky, earthy. The use of tobacco adds a little of dark undertone into the perfume, which is very visible. The note of tulsi that is used inside the Garbhagriha comes out flawlessly over here, and the entire inner sanctum or the Garbhagriha kind of gets encapsulated in this bottle. The moment you will spray this, you will feel like, oh my God, I am transported inside a temple of Lord Shiva. This is how the smell feels like. If you're a Bengali, you will know what bel fool is or bel pata is, right? That's a kind of a leaf that we use for worshipping Lord Shiva. There is a very typical smell of that particular leaf over here, and trust me, the moment I smelled it, the moment Chandrima, my wife, smelled it, we were both like, we were awestruck as to how the perfumer was able to recreate this smell. And this takes a lot of courage, skill, knowledge, and patience. This is not something that you buy a clone oil or buy some clone oil, put it in alcohol and mix a few fixatives and voila, you have a perfume. You actually need real perfumery knowledge to get this kind of thing done. And that is the reason I haven't disclosed the price yet, because you might feel that the perfume is expensive, but after going through that entire perfume journey, I now feel that the pricing is really justified. But I will talk about the pricing by the end. Let me tell you what the projection and longevity is for the perfume, how is the blend quality, and how does this feel, or who should use this, who should not use this, okay? Then I will tell about the pricing. So first things first. The perfume projects for almost 2 hours when applied on the clothes, and it carries a very nice scent trail around you. When you enter a room, people will be able to notice the smell and they will actually appreciate how you smell, because this smells divine, this smells meditative, this feels calm, this feels composed, and there is an aura around you, a powerful, bold aura around you. But it's unlike anything. It's not a typical designer perfume. It's not a very niche and, challenging perfume. It's in a very different route. And that is the kind of creativity that I'm looking for Indian perfumes. Okay. Now, in terms of the overall longevity, I have got around 8 to 10 hours easily when applied on the clothes, and really good. Okay. Now, coming to the blend quality, there is very minimal amount of alcoholic blast. Zero to say the least, but then again, these are all based on the base of alcohol. So there will be some amount of alcoholic blast, but that's pretty negligible in my opinion. Now comes the main important part, pricing. The pricing for this perfume for a 30 ml bottle, which sells in a bottle like this, would be around 800 rupees, including the shipping. And a 60 ml bottle will cost around approximately 1500 rupees for a 60 ml. Now, you might feel the perfume is expensive, right? Quite frankly, if in case you're looking for clones to designer fragrances or niche fragrances, then this perfume is actually not for you. You can actually skip this. But if you are a frag head, you love perfumes that are unique, you love perfumes that actually has a character that defines to be different, something that if you wear, you will stand out, then this, my friend, is a really good option. And if in case you are somebody who's a devotee to Lord Shiva, like the Bhakt of Lord Shiva, then trust me, close your eyes and purchase this, according to me, which feels like Shiva temple in a bottle kind of a feeling. I can't emphasize more on the fact that how divine this smells. My words will be very less to say how this actually smells. And I would request, if anybody actually goes ahead, purchases this perfume, I want you to come back into the comment and tell me how you actually felt about the perfume. I really want to know. Okay. Now, who should purchase this perfume and who should skip this? If you are a youngster, a teenager, or you're going to college, then my friend, I don't think this perfume is for you. You should rather stick to something which is a bit more, gourmandish, bubblegummy sweet, that goes with your character or the age that you are in. If in case you're above 25, you are masculine, you're bold, you want something that stands out, you can definitely go for this. And this can be worn even in the office. Because this is not something that's going to offend anybody. Just that people are going to smell something unique out of you. They will be intrigued as to what you're wearing. That's the exact question that I have received when I have worn this to my office. Like, you smell nice, but it's not a typical smell that we have smelled. What is this? So after I actually recommended this, a lot of inquisitions were done, but then one evergreen con that exists with Vivs Aroma still lurks large, which is the website. A lot of people feel that if there is a website, I would have went and purchased it. WhatsApp seems to be a bit, challenging, or Instagram seems to be a bit challenging. That has happened over and over again. So my friend, Vivs Aroma, if you're listening to this review, try and get your website up as soon as possible, man. I think you are missing out on a lot of potential buyers who are actually loving your perfume but are kind of skeptical when it comes to the entire purchasing process. I know you're working, but still it's my duty to give you the feedbacks that I'm receiving, and I'm just doing that. So all in all, what is my key take with this particular perfume? Absolutely true gem. A niche house making a niche perfume, Indian perfume. Kudos to you, man. I really love the perfume. And in case you're looking for a designer perfume or a clone perfume or a mass-pleasing perfume, this perfume is not for you. Weather, I would say any weather, be it winter, be it summer, be it monsoon, any given point in time you apply this and you will feel calm and peaceful. I mean, meditative or divine. That are the words that I want to associate with this perfume. So that's it. My review for Pashupatastra from Vivs Aroma, a really good blend. I think you should try it if you are into Indian perfumes, and if in case you are into Middle Eastern perfumes. There are some other series like Scent Saga Overseas, which will talk about the Middle Eastern perfumes. So in case you don't like Indian perfumes, you can basically switch to those episodes and just completely skip this ones. Okay. So I think that's it for the day. If you have any queries or concerns about this particular perfume or any perfume for that matter, use the comment section or connect with me via Instagram, which is Scent Saga Online, and I will try my best to answer all your queries as soon as possible. So with that, this is Deep signing off. I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye-bye.